This question then is asking us to look at a travel graph. So therefore we need to, because we've got to draw it, we need some points. So as we're going to draw in a graph, the first thing to do is work out what the scale of the graph is. So we can see on this vertical axis we have 10 squares for 5 kilometres, so each square is worth half a kilometre. And on this scale here we have 10 squares for 30 minutes, so each square is worth 3 minutes. So again, recommendation with graph questions, identify what the scale is that's the graph has been drawn to, or what they want you to draw it to. So we take the information and use that to so 9 minutes his journey, so he's going to start his journey at that point there. From 9 to 9:36 he cycled at an average speed of 15 kilometres per hour. Okay, so for 36 minutes he travelled at 15 kilometres per hour. So 36 minutes out of 60 times by 15 will tell us how many kilometres he actually travelled. So 36 divided by 60, because it's that fraction of the hour, and every hour he travels 15, so we want the fraction of the hour travelled times the 15. So travelled 9 kilometres. So at 9:36 he'll have travelled 9 kilometres. So 9:36, 33, 36, and travels 9 kilometres. So 10, 9.5, 9. Now average speed is represented as a constant speed on a travel graph, and so therefore it will be a straight line. There's no acceleration, so there's no curve. Just saying it's travelling at a constant speed. Okay, from 9:36 to 10:45 he cycled a further 8 kilometres, so he's done 9 kilometres so far. A further 8 kilometres would make it 17 kilometres, and that's at 10:45. So 10:45, 17 kilometres, so 15, 15.5, 16, 16.5, 17. Again, we have to assume that it's at a constant speed because they're not telling us anything different. So it'll be a straight line. Okay, so that's the travel graph drawn. The question then goes on and says that between this time cycled at an average speed of 18 kilometres an hour, work out the distance cycled. Okay, so we know that speed equals distance divided by time. Again, if you like your triangles, when you've got 3 letters involved in a formula. So subject always in the bottom left, distance and time. It says work out the distance, so cover the distance up. We can see that speed is next to time, so we times those together. Or we recognise that this says divide by time, therefore we times it across. So distance equals speed times time. Okay, so in this case then they're telling us that the average speed was 18 kilometres per hour. And we want the time to be in hours because this was about hours. So from 10:45 to 11 AM it's 15 minutes out of 60 minutes to make it a fraction of the hour. So basically it's a quarter of an hour. So we're doing 18 times a quarter. So 18 times a quarter. 4.5. Now they've given the units, but we could see that this was hours. So hours cancels with hours, and we're left with kilometres. So 4.5 kilometres. So that's that question.